Hi, everyone. So, if you've listened a couple episodes back, I said that I would not talk about a certain issue, but I kind of knew that I might. So, it's about that dude and the whole Upwork thing and me accidentally editing the wrong book, like that situation. So, I do have a conclusion. And it ends up that motherfucker tried to get free work from me. So I turned in the work. I was waiting for him to approve the payment. And I was waiting. And we're on opposite time zones. Like I'm in the States, he's in Australia. And so I get up the next day and I see a notification on my phone that the contract has been canceled. He said, the file that you sent me is unusable. Therefore, I'm going to cancel this contract because I didn't get what I am paying for or some bullshit. And I was thinking what the fuck? No, you're lying. I went and I opened the fucking file. It opened. What is this dude talking about? And so he had said, you can file a dispute if you want. And yeah, I wanted to because that was nearly $300 that I'm losing out on all of those hours I spent. Not necessarily on that book that I shouldn't have edited because of that mistake, but I was thinking about that too, but regardless, I spent so many hours on that other book, the actual book, and I figured out a computer issue which ate into my working time and that I did not get paid for. Sorry if my talking is weird. I don't think any time is ever a good time for me to talk, if I'm being honest. I forgot what I was saying. And it's just afternoon. It's in the middle of the day and I'm already having issues with functioning. Anyways, I filed the dispute, and so the point of me getting on here and recording is to say that I have had situations throughout my life that pretty much on a daily basis, I'm sure I'm fucking up something or I'm making a mistake, and I own my stuff. I'm not trying, I've never tried to pretend I don't make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I just don't really have that much of a problem with admitting them because I'm always asking questions how do you do this? How do you do that? So I have no problem owning when I fuck something up. However, I did not fuck anything up. And so the situations I'm referring to are the ones where you have 1,000%, that you are in the right. And in a lot of instances, maybe you have evidence or something to back up your side of the story so others can believe you. And you still end up not being believed. I hate those situations. And I don't know, sorry about the talking, sorry. I think I apologized, but I don't know why, because I've not been believed in a lot of shit. You just get used to it, kind of. But then at some point, I was probably a teenager, and I realized that if I have evidence, then you have to believe me, because I'm sure something happened where I was like, here's this picture, or here's this piece of paper, or something, to show that, yes, I am in fact telling the truth, and the other person believed me, and I must have been okay, that's the only way I'm going to be believed, is if I get some proof. And so then I operated that way, and then I encountered, some bigger situations where it didn't matter that I had proof. I was still being gaslighted. And this is the new era of being gaslit. I feel I don't know, I just feel it is, but I don't even like that word anymore. But do you know what I mean? I have had proof in situations. I can't think of any off the top of my head because my brain is just kind of not working too well. But they're there because as soon as this happened, I felt like a physical reaction, like my body remembered, hey, this is how you feel when this kind of stuff happens. My mind like defaulted to, oh, doesn't matter that I can prove the file works. Doesn't matter that I can show proof that I did the work. I'm not going to be believed, so I just have to accept that I'm out all those hours and all that money. And the fact that I just kind of moved into acceptance mode is kind of weird. Part of me wonders if it's because I had so much work happening that I didn't have time to worry about missing $300 because I had other stuff I was focused on. Was it that, or is it just because I have just, I guess, accepted that this stuff is going to happen and I'm not going to be believed? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I didn't get pissed off. Like in the past, I would fly into a rage. And I'm not saying that I wish that happened, because I'm sure glad it didn't. Those rages are not fun. But I was surprised that I wasn't more angry about the situation. So I'm trying to figure out why. But anyways, I won the dispute. I took the screenshots, I sent the file, Upwork saw, and they sided with me, and I got paid like I was supposed to originally. That stupid motherfucker. Like, why do people have to be gross like that? But when I got paid, like Upwork sided with me, I can't even describe properly how that feeling, like how it felt. Like, it's Christmas. That's the best present I feel like I have ever gotten. That's the kind of feeling that I had because somebody believed me. And the sad thing is that, like, somebody believed me, like, and I had the evidence to show that I was in the right anyways, but I was believed. That was the whole point of, like, me being thrilled, is I was believed. Not even that, oh, yay, I'm not out that $300. I do get it. It wasn't even, that was not the first thought on my mind. It was, I finally am being believed. I don't know. It just, maybe that sounds dumb, but it doesn't feel good not to be believed about something when people supposedly say they know who you are. They know you're a decent person. You wouldn't do stuff like on purpose that isn't right. I don't know. Like, it just sucks when I've had people that I thought knew me, that I thought I knew, question the words that were coming out of my mouth, because I don't have a habit of lying. I'm not a habitual liar. I don't feel like I do lie, actually. I tell white lies. I think I might have, did I talk about that? You know, like if an author is like, oh, what did you think of my book? And if I thought it was bullshit and it was not good, I'm not going to tell that author, oh, it was terrible. Not right after they paid me to edit their book. I'm not going to say that. I don't have the guts to say that. So I'm just like, oh, I can tell you put a lot of work into this. It's great. So I do tell lies. I shouldn't say I don't, because I do tell those kinds of lies, but I don't tell like major, like, hide the body kind of lies. I don't tell those kinds of lies. So, now if this could just happen where I don't have evidence and I'm still believed, that would be a better feeling than this feeling. But I will take a win where I can, and this was a win, and I have been wanting to get on here for a few days and record this, but I've just been, like, busy, and I don't even know if this is something that I should be recording or whatever. I would like to think that there's people out there that can relate to this, because especially, being autistic when you're not believed, I don't know about you, but it is a feeling so bad that I can't put it into words, and I can't put a lot of things into words, but I definitely cannot explain just how bad I feel when I'm not believed. It's just not a good feeling, and I don't know why I mean, I wonder if I could do something about that. I probably can, like work on better coping skills. Um, I feel like, you work on something and then it gets better, and then it's like you find something else that you have to work on, and then you do, and then it gets a little bit better, and then like you find something else, and it just goes on and on and on and on. So I'm just going to have to add this to the list of things to get to at some point. But yeah, I'm very happy. I feel so grateful. Yes, of course, to get paid for my work, but just that, like, here's some screenshots. Here, open the file. Anybody with a laptop can open the fucking file. And look, you see, it works. Give me my money. I can't believe somebody was trying to get free work. Like, I can, because I've heard of these stories, but it's not happened to me. So the good news is it happened on a platform like Upwork, because, like, you have to enter into a contract whenever you do work with somebody. So if this was just some rando, like, outside of Upwork, I would never see that money or anything. Like, that person would have just stolen the work and ran away. And so now I have to rethink some things, but yeah, it feels good to be believed. And that's all I wanted to say today. And I hope you can relate. I hope you've experienced a feeling like I had today. Or not today, but like recently, when that mediator agreed with my evidence. It sounds kind of dumb saying this out loud, but I'm fairly certain I used enough words to properly describe what I'm trying to convey. So, thank you for listening, and goodbye.